Hey, what's going on, Guardians? TBL here, back post Bungie Ride Along livestream. It just ended a little bit ago. And we are back on a Wednesday afternoon to talk a little bit about some of the things we saw. Now, not too much got revealed with this stream. It was a very sort of casual light stream where we just got to walk through the new landscape of the Cosmodrome. We got to see what the revamped Cosmodrome is going to look like. It's very snow-covered. There's a lot of Siva-enhanced fallen all over the place. And the visuals are pretty interesting. We got to see a lot of cool-looking stuff. But for the most part, it wasn't a very content-heavy stream. There was not a lot that went on in there. Actually, I was watching the stream with Black Fox, and I was considering not even making sort of a wrap-up video afterwards, because we really didn't get too much in there. There were a couple of big things, and I think the biggest of which is definitely the revelation of the Gjallarwing legendary Sparrow. It's probably the thing you guys have already heard a lot about. But other than that, we didn't really get too much. Just a very content-light stream where we got to see Deej run around and try to hide from fallen Siva, which is entertaining in and of its own right. But before we get into all of that, let's talk a little bit about how things went earlier today. Of course, I had the wonderful privilege of shoring up the pre-Bungie ride-along hype stream over on Planet Destiny, and oh man, was that a time and a half. We just had an absolutely rough time with the Nightfall, with it being solar burn and a bunch of Taken Fallen Vandals just beating me and John up and taking our lunch. Taken Vandal wire rifles with solar burn hurt. They hurt bad, and with the way they swarm you up at the Warsat section at the beginning of that strike, it's rough. We didn't even make it past there. We wiped like maybe 4 or 5 times, and then I got kicked off with a baboon error, and we just decided, okay, we're just gonna run heroic strikes. That's a lot more manageable. So we did, and it was great, all the way up until the stream started, and then we got to sit back and watch the Bungie ride-along stream, which again consisted mainly of just a small tour of some subsections of the Cosmodrome. We got to see some areas from year 1, newly revamped with snow and a lot of different changes thanks to the Siva Enhanced Fallen. And while there's certainly quite a bit to talk about there, we're here to talk about that awesome trailer we got at the very beginning of the stream. It was probably actually the best part of the stream, and that was the trailer proving the existence of the Gjallarwing and the Iron Gjallarwing. A Gjallarhorn inspired Sparrow that is going to be available to everybody who pre-orders the Rise of Iron. That's right, baby, it's certainly real, and I gotta say, that thing looks hype as hype can be. It's got the wolves and the wings and the gold all around it, and oh man does it look good. And we also got to find out that the Iron Gjallarhorn is going to have a brother, or rather a sister Sparrow, in the form of a regular Gjallarwing that you will be able to pick up from the Eververse trading company. So if you don't pre-order Rise of Iron, you'll still be able to get a variant of the Gjallarwing from Tess Everis at the Eververse trading company. It just won't be the black, white, and gold version that matches up with the Iron Gjallarhorn. So if you pre-order Destiny Rise of Iron, you get both the Iron Gjallarhorn and the Iron Gjallarwing Sparrow. So it's not too bad of a pre-order bonus. You get an awesome rocket launcher and an awesome new whip. And again, the trailer for this thing is just absolutely perfect. Easily the best part of the stream, especially towards the end when they pull off the old school riding the Sparrow glitch where you used to be able to stand on top of it and dance and do emotes, and they do a praise the sun emote while it's coming in. Oh man, it's beautiful. There will definitely be a link to that trailer down in the description box below, but it is fantastic. But moving on from that, we don't really have too much else to report here. Again, we were just supposed to be getting a small look at the Cosmodrome, and Bungie certainly stuck with that. We only got to see a few areas like the Divide and the Blast, but it did show some very significant changes to the world space. I'm really actually impressed with how good things look. We've got snowstorms going on, there's like seared pieces of metal all over the place. And we have definitely got some brand new Siva-enhanced enemies everywhere. We got to see the peg leg dregs, we got to take a look at some of the Siva Vandals, and we definitely got a look at least one major level Siva captain. We got to take a peek at that down in the rocket yards where a new area was opened up, a new hole was blown into the wall, and we got to see an enemy who was quite a bit above our level. He looked kind of huge, and certainly the people on stream didn't want to mess with him. Speaking of levels, we got to see a little bit of a peek At a heightened light level, Dee's character was sitting at about 355 light. Now, whether that means it's going to be the new maximum light level, or maybe it's just an interim light level, we don't know. I speculated that the new max light in Rise of Iron is probably going to take us back up to 365. So who knows, that might be a thing. 355 would certainly still be considered, I think, a fairly significant light level increase. Although it's not really like the actual light level matters. That's more of an arbitrary system, so a big change or a small change doesn't really matter to me so much. But what I was really impressed with was the different looks of the enemies. Yeah, it's still Dregs, it's still Vandals, it's still Captains, but man did they look good with like the Siva LED going on all over the place. People were calling them red licorice. So yeah, that was definitely appropriate. And other than that, we got to see a couple of new weapons, a new pulse rifle that Deej was using, as well as some new armor. The Warlock armor looked really good. The Titan armor looked like a new variant of new Monarchy stuff, which you guys know I'm a new Monarchy guy, so I like that. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't too much else to the stream. The biggest reveal was definitely that of the Preorder Gjallarwing, and the rest of the stream just really centered around getting a look at the brand new Cosmodrome. And that's really all Bungie promised, so I can't really complain too much about it. And it was really kind of a quick stream too, only went for about maybe 35-40 minutes, so not that long at all. But the last thing I want to talk about is something that was brought up at the end of the stream. Now, at the very end, they talked a bit about when we would next be hearing from Bungie, or rather seeing some new stuff from Bungie concerning Rise of Iron. And it was confirmed they are going to be at Gamescom this year. And the subject of their sort of reveal stream at Gamescom? The Crucible. That's right, we don't know if that means weapon balance, new maps, new game modes. Please, custom games, who knows, but it's all going to be revealed in August at Gamescom. So about a month away, and I'm a-okay with that. I cannot wait to see what else Rise of Iron is going to have in store for us. But alright guys, that's pretty much it for the stream wrap-up. Be sure to let me know what you guys thought of Bungie's stream down in the comment section below. I know a lot of people thought, oh, well, there was not too much content there. But really, I don't think we could have expected much more. I am definitely hyped for that Gjallarwing Sparrow. That thing looks hype, and I'm probably, well, knowing me, I'm definitely going to pre-order Rise of Iron, get the Iron Gjallarwing, and I'm probably going to wind up throwing a couple of, a little bit of silver Tess Everis' way so I can get the regular Gjallarwing too. But alright, that's it for this video guys. Again, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think of the stream and the Rise of Iron down in the comment section below. Also, are you guys playing Iron Banner? Let me know how it is. I haven't even had my first match yet. Truth be told, I've actually been kind of avoiding it. Just don't really want to do it right now. Maybe sometime this weekend. In the meantime, I'm going to be playing me some Final Fantasy XIV on the PC. Been getting back into that recently. The new patch is out, the new content is ready, and I'm having a ton of fun. And if you guys are interested in seeing some of that, be sure to let me know. I'd love to put out some Final Fantasy XIV streams and videos. But alright, I'm out for now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.